gentlemen, as we gather here in this sanctuary of thought, let us embark on a journey into the depths of the human psyche, where the shadows dance and the archetypes speak in whispers. Today, we delve into the enigmatic truth of why those we term nice people often find themselves ensnared in the web of loneliness. It is a paradox that invites us to peer into the chasms of our own understanding, to unravel the threads of consciousness and subconsciousness that bind us to this peculiar fate. In our quest to comprehend this phenomenon, we must first contemplate the nature of the nice person. Consider the archetype of the Good Samaritan, the benevolent figure who embodies kindness and empathy. This archetype is deeply rooted in our collective unconscious, a symbol of the human capacity for compassion and altruism. Yet, beneath this virtuous exterior lies a complexity that warrants scrutiny. The nice person, in their pursuit of harmony and acceptance, may unwittingly suppress their authentic self, constructing a facade that is palatable to the world, but estranged from their own true nature. This suppression is often a product of societal conditioning. From a tender age, we are indoctrinated with the virtues of kindness and selflessness, ideals that, while noble, can obscure the necessity of self-assertion and authentic expression. The psyche, in its intricate architecture, demands balance when we neglect the shadow, the repository of our repressed desires, fears, and instincts. We create a dissonance within ourselves. This shadow, though unseen, exerts a profound influence on our behavior and emotional well-being. The shadow is not inherently malevolent. It is rather a facet of our totality, a reservoir of potential that, when integrated, can lead to wholeness. However, for the nice person, the shadow is often a source of anxiety, a specter that threatens to disrupt the carefully constructed persona. In their relentless quest to maintain an image of perpetual amiability, they may deny the existence of anger, jealousy, or ambition. This denial, however, does not eradicate these emotions. It merely drives them deeper into the unconscious, where they ferment and fester. As we explore this dynamic, let us consider the role of the anima and animus, those archetypal images that represent the feminine and masculine aspects within each of us. The integration of these energies is essential for psychological equilibrium. The nice person may find themselves out of harmony with these inner figures, perhaps over-identifying with the anima's nurturing qualities while neglecting the anima's assertive strengths. This imbalance can lead to a fragmented sense of self, where the individual is disconnected from their own inner authority and vitality. The path to resolving this inner conflict lies in the process of individuation, a journey that requires courage and introspection. It demands that we confront our shadows, embrace our imperfections, and forge a connection with the deeper layers of our psyche. For the nice person, this journey may seem daunting, as it involves dismantling the very persona that has been their shield against a world perceived as harsh and unforgiving. Let us turn our attention to the symbolic language of dreams, those nightly visitations that offer glimpses into the unconscious. Dreams serve as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind, a medium through which our hidden fears and desires can be expressed. For the nice person, dreams may reveal the tension between their outer persona and inner reality. A dream of being pursued by a dark figure, for instance, may symbolize the shadow's insistence on being acknowledged and integrated. In the realm of dreams, the archetype of the trickster may also make an appearance. This figure, with its penchant for chaos and disruption, serves as a catalyst for transformation. The trickster challenges the status quo, urging the dreamer to break free from the constraints of conformity and embrace their true self. For the nice person, the trickster's presence may be unsettling, yet it is an invitation to embrace change and growth. As we navigate these inner landscapes, it is crucial to recognize the role of projection, the nice person, in their quest for acceptance, may project their own disowned qualities onto others, perceiving them as hostile or judgmental. This projection serves as a defense mechanism, allowing the individual to externalize their inner conflict. However, it also perpetuates a cycle of isolation as the world is experienced through a lens of suspicion and fear. To transcend this cycle, one must engage in the practice of self-reflection, a deliberate turning inward to examine the nature of one's thoughts and emotions. This process is not one of judgment, but of compassionate inquiry. It involves recognizing the interplay between the conscious and unconscious mind, acknowledging the influence of the shadow, and cultivating a dialogue with the inner archetypes. In this endeavor, the guidance of a skilled therapist or analyst can be invaluable. The therapeutic relationship provides a safe space for the exploration of the psyche, where the nice person can confront their fears and vulnerabilities without the fear of rejection. Through this process, they can begin to unravel the threads of their persona, allowing the authentic self to emerge. As we conclude this exploration of the nice person's loneliness, let us remember that the journey toward wholeness is not a solitary one. It is a path that requires the support and understanding of others, as well as a commitment to self-discovery. In embracing the totality of our being, we find the courage to step out of the shadows and into the light of our true selves. In the spirit of this journey, I invite each of you to ponder the symbols and dreams that inhabit your own inner world, to engage in the sacred dialogue with your unconscious, to listen to the whispers of your soul, and to embrace the shadow as a cherished part of your being. In doing so, you may discover that the loneliness that once seemed insurmountable is but a call to deeper connection, both with yourself and with the world around you. And so we find ourselves at the threshold of transformation, where the nice person can shed the confines of their persona and step into the fullness of their humanity. It is a journey that requires patience, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the truth of one's own experience. But in the end, it is a journey that leads to the profound realization that we are never truly alone, for within us lies a universe of possibilities, waiting to be discovered. As we continue our exploration into the depths of the psyche, let us delve further into the intricate dance between the conscious and the unconscious. It is within this interplay that we uncover the myriad reasons why the nice person often finds themselves ensnared in the web of loneliness. The journey inward is one that requires a willingness to traverse the unknown, to confront the aspects of ourselves that we have long kept hidden from the light of consciousness. The persona, that mask we wear in our interactions with the world, is a necessary construct. It allows us to navigate the complexities of social life, providing a means to engage with others while maintaining a semblance of order and predictability. However, when the persona becomes overly rigid, when it is mistaken for the self, it becomes a barrier to authentic connection. The nice person may find themselves trapped within this mask, presenting a facade of perpetual agreeability while their true thoughts and feelings remain unexpressed and unacknowledged. This disconnect between the persona and the authentic self can lead to a profound sense of alienation. It is as if the individual is living a life that is not their own. Adhering to societal expectations and norms at the expense of their own needs and desires, in the quest to be liked and accepted, the nice person may sacrifice their own individuality, becoming a mere reflection of what they believe others wish to see. This self-betrayal, though often unconscious, exacts a heavy toll on the psyche, manifesting as a pervasive sense of loneliness and dissatisfaction. To understand this dynamic, we must consider the role of the collective unconscious, that vast reservoir of shared human experience that lies beneath the surface of individual awareness. Within this realm reside the archetypes, those universal symbols and motifs that shape our perceptions and behaviors. The nice person, in their adherence to the archetype of the caregiver or peacemaker, may be neglecting the other aspects of their psyche that yearn for expression. The warrior, the creator, the rebel, these archetypal energies, when denied, can lead to an imbalance that disrupts the harmony of the soul. In this context, loneliness can be viewed as a symptom of the soul's longing for wholeness. It is a call to action, a beckoning to delve deeper into the recesses of the unconscious and to reclaim the lost or forgotten parts of oneself. This process, known as shadow work, involves bringing to light the aspects of our personality that we have disowned or rejected. It is an undertaking that requires humility, for it demands that we confront our own limitations and shortcomings. The shadow, as I have mentioned, is not to be feared or shunned. It is a vital part of our being, containing within it the seeds of creativity and potential. When we engage with our shadow, we begin the process of integration, weaving together the disparate threads of our identity into a cohesive whole. For the nice person, this may mean acknowledging the anger, envy, or ambition that they have long suppressed. It may involve setting boundaries, asserting one's needs, and embracing the full spectrum of human emotions. As we journey through this process of individuation, we encounter the concept of the self, that transcendent aspect of the psyche that represents our highest potential. The self is both the center and the circumference of our being, an archetype that embodies the totality of who we are. It is through our engagement with the self that we achieve a sense of inner harmony and fulfillment. For the nice person, this journey toward the self is a path to authenticity, a way to reconcile the inner and outer worlds, and to find a deeper sense of belonging. Dreams once again serve as invaluable guides on this journey. They offer insights into the workings of the unconscious, revealing the symbols and themes that are most pertinent to our current state of being. For the nice person, dreams may illuminate the areas of life where they are out of alignment with their true nature. A dream of a locked door, for instance, may symbolize the barriers they have erected to protect themselves, yet also point to the opportunities for growth and transformation that lie beyond. In this exploration, the role of the therapist or analyst is akin to that of a guide or companion, offering support and insight as the individual navigates the labyrinthine paths of the psyche. Through the therapeutic process, the nice person can begin to dismantle the defenses that have kept them isolated. Learning to trust in their own instincts and intuition, this journey is not a solitary one. For the presence of another provides a mirror through which the individual can see themselves more clearly. As we reach the culmination of this discourse, let us contemplate the ways in which we can cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves and others. It begins with a willingness to be vulnerable, to share our true selves with the world without fear of judgment or rejection. It involves practicing empathy and compassion, not only toward others, but also toward ourselves. In doing so, we create a space in which genuine relationships can flourish, where the loneliness that once seemed insurmountable is transformed into a sense of belonging and community. In closing, I invite you to engage in the practice of self-reflection, to embark on your own journey of individuation. Seek out the symbols and dreams that speak to you. Listen to the whispers of your unconscious and embrace the shadow as an integral part of your being. In doing so, you may find that the path to wholeness is not one of isolation, but of connection with yourself, with others, and with the world at large. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The journey to self-discovery is one that we all undertake, each in our own way and time, and in the end, it is a journey that leads to the profound realization that within each of us lies a universe of potential waiting to be awakened and expressed in all its richness and diversity. As we venture further into the labyrinths of the human psyche, let us consider the profound interplay between the conscious mind and the deeper realms of the unconscious. This intricate dance, often orchestrated by forces beyond our immediate awareness, can illuminate the enigmatic solitude that frequently envelops those we perceive as nice people. In this gathering of introspective minds, we shall peel back the layers of this paradox, seeking to understand the alchemy of loneliness through the lens of depth psychology. The construct of the nice person is imbued with cultural expectations and societal values that champion kindness, gentleness, and selflessness. These are qualities revered by many, yet they can become shackles when the individual allows them to overshadow their own intrinsic needs and desires. The persona, as we have discussed, serves as a social mask. But it is when this mask becomes fused with one's identity that we encounter the peril of alienation. The desire to be seen as accommodating and agreeable can lead to a dissonance between the external image one projects and the internal reality of one's true self. This dissonance is not merely a superficial conflict, but rather a profound psychological struggle that can manifest as loneliness. In the quest to maintain harmony with the external world, the nice person might suppress their authentic voice, their true feelings, and even their creative impulses. The result is a life lived in quiet desperation, where the individual is ensconced in a solitude of their own making, yearning for connection, yet unable to break free from the confines of their self-imposed persona. To unravel this conundrum, we must turn to the symbolic language of myths and archetypes, those timeless narratives that speak to the universal human experience. The archetype of the hero's journey, for instance, offers a blueprint for transformation. The hero, often reluctant and unassuming, is called to adventure faced with trials that challenge their very being. In the context of the nice person, this journey represents the call to individuate, to embark on a quest towards self-discovery and self-actualization, confronting the shadow and integrating the disparate elements of the psyche. The shadow, as we have explored, is a repository of all that we have deemed unacceptable or unworthy within ourselves. It is the darkness that we hide from both ourselves and others. Yet it is also the source of immense power and potential. For the nice person, embracing the shadow involves acknowledging the full range of human emotions and instincts, including those that society may deem undesirable. It is through this courageous act of acceptance that one can begin to dismantle the barriers to genuine connection and intimacy. As we contemplate this inner journey, it is essential to recognize the role of the anima and animus, the feminine and masculine energies that reside within each of us. These archetypes, when out of balance, can contribute to the fragmentation of the self. The nice person may over-identify with the anima, embodying qualities of nurturance and passivity, while neglecting the assertive and dynamic aspects of the animus. This imbalance can lead to an erosion of self-confidence and agency, further perpetuating the cycle of loneliness. The path to wholeness, therefore, involves the integration of these energies, fostering a harmonious relationship between the anima and animus. This process requires a willingness to explore the unconscious, to engage with the symbols and dreams that arise from its depths. Dreams, as messengers of the unconscious, offer valuable insights into our inner world, providing clues to the aspects of ourselves that seek expression and integration. Consider the dream of a vast ocean, its depths teeming with unseen life. This image may symbolize the unconscious mind with its myriad possibilities and latent energies. For the nice person, such a dream may be an invitation to dive beneath the surface of their persona, to explore the rich tapestry of their own psyche. It is an opportunity to confront the fears and desires that have long been submerged, to reclaim the parts of themselves that have been relegated to the shadows. In this exploration, the guidance of a therapist or analyst can serve as a beacon of light, illuminating the path toward self-discovery. The therapeutic relationship provides a safe and supportive environment in which the individual can explore the depths of their own being, free from judgment or expectation. It is within this sacred space that the nice person can begin to unravel the complex web of their persona, allowing their authentic self to emerge and flourish. As we journey towards the culmination of our exploration, let us reflect on the practices that can foster a deeper connection with ourselves and others. It begins with a commitment to authenticity, a willingness to express one's true thoughts and feelings, even in the face of potential rejection. It involves cultivating empathy and compassion, not only for others, but also for oneself. Recognizing that we are all imperfect beings on a shared journey of growth and transformation. In closing, I invite each of you to embark on your own journey of individuation, to delve into the depths of your own unconscious and to engage with the symbols and dreams that arise from its fertile grounds. Listen to the whispers of your soul. Embrace the shadow as an integral part of your being, and strive for the integration of your inner archetypes. In doing so, you may discover that the loneliness that once seemed insurmountable is transformed into a profound sense of connection and belonging. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The journey to self-discovery is a shared endeavor, one that unites us all in our quest for meaning and fulfillment. And in the end, it is a journey that leads to the realization that within each of us lies a boundless capacity for love, creativity, and transformation, waiting to be awakened and expressed in all its richness and diversity. As we further immerse ourselves in the exploration of the psyche, we must acknowledge the nuanced layers of human experience that contribute to the loneliness often felt by those deemed nice people. This loneliness is not merely a lack of companionship, but rather an existential solitude that arises from a disconnect between one's outer persona and inner essence. It is a solitude that speaks to the very heart of what it means to be human, to seek connection, while simultaneously grappling with the fear of vulnerability and rejection. The persona, as we have journeyed through previously, is a protective facade, a necessary social construct that allows us to interact with the world while concealing our most intimate and fragile selves. However, when this persona becomes overly entrenched, it can lead to a state of incongruence, where the individual is no longer in harmony with their true self. For the nice person, this incongruence is often amplified by societal expectations and the internalization of the belief that one's worth is contingent upon the approval and acceptance of others. In this state, the individual may find themselves perpetually striving to please, to accommodate, and to pacify, often at the expense of their own needs and desires. This self-effacing behavior, though well-intentioned, can create a chasm between the individual and their authentic self, leading to a profound sense of alienation and loneliness. It is a loneliness that is compounded by the fear of revealing one's true self, of being seen in all one's complexity and imperfection. To navigate this intricate landscape, we must turn to the wisdom of the unconscious, that vast and mysterious realm that holds the key to our deepest fears and desires. The unconscious is a repository of all that we have repressed, denied, or forgotten, and it is through the process of engaging with this hidden part of ourselves that we can begin to integrate the disparate elements of our psyche. This process, known as shadow work, involves a courageous exploration of the parts of ourselves that we have long disowned. embracing them with compassion and understanding. The shadow, as we have explored, is not to be shunned or feared, but rather embraced as a vital part of our being. It is the shadow that holds the potential for transformation, for it is through the integration of the shadow that we can achieve a sense of wholeness and authenticity. For the nice person, this means acknowledging the full range of human emotions and instincts, including those that may be deemed undesirable or socially unacceptable, as we embark on this journey of self-discovery. We must also consider the role of projection, that psychological mechanism by which we attribute our own disowned qualities to others. Projection serves as a defense, allowing us to externalize our inner conflicts and avoid confronting the shadow within. However, it also perpetuates a cycle of isolation and misunderstanding as we project our fears and insecurities onto those around us, creating barriers to genuine connection. To transcend this cycle, one must engage in the practice of self-reflection, a deliberate turning inward to examine the nature of one's thoughts and emotions. This is not a process of judgment, but rather one of compassionate inquiry, a willingness to explore the depths of one's own psyche and to embrace the shadow as an integral part of the self. In doing so, we can begin to dismantle the defenses that have kept us isolated, allowing for the emergence of the authentic self. Dreams, once again, serve as invaluable guides on this journey. They offer a window into the workings of the unconscious, revealing the symbols and themes that are most pertinent to our current state of being. For the nice person, dreams may illuminate the areas of life where they are out of alignment with their true nature, providing insights and guidance for the journey of individuation. Consider a dream of wandering through a dark forest, the path obscured and uncertain. This image may symbolize the journey into the unconscious, a journey that requires courage and trust in the face of the unknown. For the nice person, such a dream may be an invitation to embrace the uncertainty of the inner journey, to trust in their own instincts and intuition as they navigate the complexities of their own psyche. In this exploration, the guidance of a therapist or analyst can serve as a beacon of light, providing insight and support as the individual traverses the labyrinthine paths of the unconscious. The therapeutic relationship offers a safe and supportive environment in which the individual can explore the depths of their own being, free from judgment or expectation. It is within this sacred space that the nice person can begin to unravel the complex web of their persona, allowing their authentic self to emerge and flourish. As we reach the culmination of our exploration, let us reflect on the practices that can foster a deeper connection with ourselves and others. It begins with a commitment to authenticity, a willingness to express one's true thoughts and feelings, even in the face of potential rejection. It involves cultivating empathy and compassion, not only for others, but also for oneself, recognizing that we are all imperfect beings on a shared journey of growth and transformation. In closing, I invite each of you to engage in the practice of self-reflection, to embark on your own journey of individuation. Seek out the symbols and dreams that speak to you. Listen to the whispers of your unconscious and embrace the shadow as an integral part of your being. In doing so, you may discover that the loneliness that once seemed insurmountable is transformed into a profound sense of connection and belonging. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The journey to self-discovery is a shared endeavor, one that unites us all in our quest for meaning and fulfillment. And in the end, it is a journey that leads to the realization that within each of us lies a boundless capacity for love, creativity, and transformation waiting to be awakened and expressed in all its richness and diversity. As we delve deeper into the psyche's intricate architecture, let us explore the paradoxical nature of loneliness experienced by nice people through a broader psychological and philosophical lens. This state of being, often masked by a veneer of congeniality, speaks to the profound complexity of human connection and the existential quest for authenticity. In our pursuit of understanding, we must consider the interplay of opposites, a theme central to the Jungian perspective. The tension of opposites is a fundamental aspect of the psyche, manifesting as the inner conflict between our conscious desires and the unconscious impulses that lie beneath. For the nice person, this conflict is often characterized by a dichotomy between the desire to please and the innate need for self-expression. This tension, if unresolved, can lead to an inner fragmentation where the individual is torn between the expectations of others and their own authentic inclinations. The individuated self seeks balance, a harmonious integration of these opposing forces. This balance is not a static state, but a dynamic process of becoming, where the individual continuously navigates the ebb and flow of the internal landscape. It is through this process that one can achieve a sense of equilibrium, a state of being where the conscious mind and the unconscious are in dialogue, each informing and enriching the other. To facilitate this dialogue, we must be willing to confront the fears and anxieties that arise from the depths of the unconscious. The fear of rejection, of not being enough, is a shadow that looms large for the nice person. This fear, often rooted in early relational experiences, can lead to a compulsion to seek validation externally, rather than cultivating a sense of self-worth from within. It is a fear that whispers insidiously, urging conformity and compliance as a means of securing love and acceptance. Yet, the path to individuation requires us to transcend these fears, to embrace the courage of vulnerability. Vulnerability, far from being a weakness, is a testament to our humanity, a willingness to be seen in all our flawed and beautiful complexity. It is through vulnerability that we forge genuine connections, as it opens the door to empathy and understanding, creating a space for authentic relating. This process is mirrored in the alchemical symbolism that permeates Jungian thought. The metaphor of alchemy, with its transformative processes of dissolution and coagulation, speaks to the psyche's capacity for change and renewal. The nice person must undergo an inner alchemical transformation, dissolving the rigid structures of the persona to allow for the emergence of the true self. This transformation is not without its trials, as it requires the dissolution of old patterns and beliefs, making way for new and more authentic ways of being. In this context, dreams serve as the crucible for transformation, offering insights into the unconscious forces at play within us. A dream of a crumbling facade, for example, might symbolize the breaking down of the persona, an invitation to embrace the chaos of change as a necessary prelude to rebirth. Such dreams challenge us to relinquish control, to trust in the process of transformation, even when the path is obscured by uncertainty. The individuation process also involves the cultivation of what Jung termed the transcendent function, the capacity of the psyche to reconcile and integrate opposing forces. This function emerges when the conscious and unconscious engage in a dialogue, allowing for the synthesis of new insights and perspectives. For the nice person, developing the transcendent function involves embracing both the light and shadow aspects of the self, recognizing that each has a role to play in the tapestry of the psyche. As we consider the implications of this journey, it is important to acknowledge the role of community and relationship in the process of individuation. While the journey inward is deeply personal, it is also relational, as our interactions with others serve as mirrors reflecting our inner world. The nice person must learn to navigate these relationships from a place of authenticity, setting boundaries and expressing their truth, even when it challenges the status quo. This relational aspect is echoed in the archetype of the wounded healer, a figure who embodies the paradox of suffering and healing. The wounded healer archetype reminds us that our own wounds can become sources of wisdom and empathy, enabling us to connect with others on a deeper level. For the nice person, embracing the wounded healer within means acknowledging their own pain and loneliness, using it as a catalyst for growth and connection. In bringing this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the practices that support us in our journey toward authenticity and connection. It begins with a commitment to self-awareness, a willingness to engage in honest self-reflection and to listen to the whispers of the unconscious. It involves cultivating a practice of mindfulness, being present to the moment and to the emotions that arise without judgment or resistance. In closing, I extend an invitation to each of you to explore the depths of your own psyche, to engage with the symbols and dreams that arise from within. Embrace the shadow with curiosity and compassion, recognizing it as an integral part of your journey toward wholeness. Trust in the unfolding process of individuation, knowing that it is a path that leads to a deeper connection with yourself, others, and the world around you. As you walk this path, remember the words of the great poet Rainer Maria Rilke: "The only journey is the one within." May you find courage in your vulnerability, strength in your authenticity, and joy in the connections that arise from being true to yourself. In this way, the loneliness that once seemed insurmountable becomes a gateway to deeper understanding and belonging, a testament to the transformative power of the human spirit. As we delve even further into the layers of human psychology and the intricate dynamics of the nice person's experience, let us not overlook the profound role that societal and cultural influences play in shaping our understanding of self and other. The societal construct of niceness often dictates a set of behaviors and attitudes that are deemed acceptable and desirable, yet it is these very constructs that can obscure the individual's path to authenticity and self-fulfillment. From early childhood, individuals are often taught to prioritize the needs and feelings of others above their own, to maintain harmony and avoid conflict at all costs. This conditioning can lead to the development of a persona that is heavily invested in maintaining an image of perpetual agreeability, yet beneath this facade lies a reservoir of unmet needs and unexpressed desires, simmering in the depths of the unconscious. The consequence of this conditioning is a form of emotional repression, where the individual learns to suppress their true feelings in favor of socially sanctioned behavior. This repression, while serving as a temporary balm against the fear of disapproval, ultimately leads to a sense of disconnection from one's authentic self. In the absence of genuine self-expression, the nice person may experience a pervasive sense of emptiness, as if they are living a life that is not truly their own. In navigating these complex emotional landscapes, it is essential to engage with the concept of the inner child, an archetype that represents the innocent, playful, and creative aspects of our being. The inner child holds the key to our capacity for wonder, joy, and spontaneity, yet it is often neglected or suppressed in the quest to conform to external expectations. For the nice person, reconnecting with the inner child involves embracing playfulness and creativity, allowing these qualities to infuse their interactions with a sense of vitality and authenticity. The process of reparenting the inner child involves offering oneself the love, validation, and support that may have been lacking in formative years. It requires a gentle nurturing of one's own needs and desires, cultivating a sense of self-worth that is independent of external approval. By honoring the inner child, the individual can begin to heal the wounds of the past and create a foundation of self-love and acceptance upon which to build authentic relationships. As we explore these themes, it is important to acknowledge the role of cultural narratives in shaping our perceptions of niceness and self-sacrifice. These narratives often glorify the martyr archetype, celebrating those who put others before themselves, even at great personal cost. While selflessness and altruism are noble qualities, they can become detrimental when they lead to the neglect of one's own needs and well-being. To counteract these narratives, we must embrace the archetype of the sovereign, a symbol of personal empowerment and self-sovereignty. The sovereign embodies the qualities of leadership, autonomy, and inner authority, encouraging individuals to take ownership of their lives and make choices that align with their true values and desires. For the nice person, embracing the sovereign archetype involves stepping into their power, setting boundaries, and asserting their needs with confidence and clarity. This journey towards self-sovereignty is not one of isolation, but of interdependence, recognizing that true connection arises from a place of mutual respect and authenticity. It involves cultivating relationships that honor the individuality of each person, where both parties are free to express their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. In this way, the loneliness that once pervaded the nice person's life is transformed into a sense of belonging and community. The practice of self-compassion is integral to this process, offering a gentle antidote to the harsh inner critic that often accompanies the quest for perfection. Self-compassion involves treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding that one would offer to a dear friend, recognizing that imperfection is an inherent part of the human experience. By cultivating self-compassion, the nice person can begin to dissolve the barriers of self-judgment and open themselves to deeper intimacy and connection. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us consider the ways in which we can nurture our own journey of individuation and self-discovery. It begins with a commitment to authenticity, a willingness to be true to oneself in all circumstances. It involves embracing vulnerability as a source of strength, recognizing that it is through our openness and honesty that we forge genuine connections with others. In closing, I extend an invitation to each of you to embark on your own journey of self-exploration, to engage with the symbols and dreams that arise from within, and to honor the inner child as a cherished part of your being. Embrace the sovereign within you, stepping into your power and sovereignty with courage and grace. In doing so, you may discover that the path to fulfillment and connection is not one of denial or self-sacrifice, but of authenticity and empowerment. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The journey to self-discovery is a shared endeavor, one that unites us all in our quest for meaning and fulfillment. And in the end, it is a journey that leads to the realization that within each of us lies a boundless capacity for love, creativity, and transformation, waiting to be awakened and expressed in all its richness and diversity. Let us, therefore, embrace this journey with open hearts and minds, trusting in the wisdom of the psyche to guide us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we continue our exploration of the intricate and profound dynamics that envelop those we perceive as nice people, let us now turn our gaze toward the inner dialogue that shapes their experiences of loneliness and self-discovery. This dialogue, often silent and unspoken, is a conversation between the conscious mind and the myriad voices of the unconscious, each carrying its own messages of hope, fear, and potential. The unconscious, as we have journeyed through, holds within it the collective memories and archetypal patterns of humanity. It is a realm where time and space dissolve, where the past, present, and future exist as one. For the nice person, engaging with this realm requires a willingness to listen to the whispers of the soul, to attune oneself to the subtle currents of intuition and imagination that flow beneath the surface of everyday awareness. In this context, active imagination becomes a vital tool for exploration and integration, developed by Carl Jung. Active imagination is a process that involves consciously engaging with the images and symbols that arise from the unconscious. It is a creative dialogue between the conscious and unconscious mind, a means of bringing hidden aspects of the self into the light of awareness. For the nice person, this practice offers a way to explore the inner landscape of their psyche, to encounter the archetypes and symbols that hold the key to their personal growth and transformation. As we consider the practice of active imagination, let us not forget the power of symbolism in facilitating this inner work. Symbols, those enigmatic and potent images that arise from the depths of the unconscious, serve as bridges between the conscious and unconscious mind. They are the language of the soul, offering insights and guidance on the journey of individuation. For the nice person, symbols may emerge in dreams, art, or moments of synchronicity, each carrying a unique message that speaks to their current state of being, a symbol of a blooming flower. For instance, may represent the unfolding of one's true self, an invitation to embrace growth and transformation. Similarly, the image of a labyrinth may symbolize the complexity of the inner journey, a reminder that the path to self-discovery is not linear, but a winding and intricate dance of exploration. In this process of exploration, it is essential to cultivate a sense of curiosity and openness, allowing the symbols and images to guide us without judgment or preconceived notions. The nice person must learn to trust in the wisdom of their inner world, recognizing that the unconscious holds the answers to the questions that have long eluded the conscious mind. It is through this trust that they can begin to unravel the mysteries of their own psyche, to discover the hidden treasures that lie within. As we navigate these inner landscapes, let us also consider the role of myth and storytelling in shaping our understanding of self and other myths, those timeless narratives that have been passed down through generations, speak to the universal themes of the human experience. They offer a framework for understanding the complexities of the psyche, providing a map for the journey of individuation. For the nice person, engaging with myths can offer valuable insights into their own life story, helping them to identify the archetypal patterns that influence their behavior and relationships. The myth of the hero's journey, for instance, offers a powerful metaphor for the process of personal transformation, highlighting the trials and tribulations that one must face in order to achieve wholeness. Similarly, the myth of the phoenix, rising from the ashes, speaks to the potential for rebirth and renewal that lies within each of us. In embracing these myths, the nice person can begin to reframe their own narrative, to see their struggles and challenges as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. They can recognize that the loneliness they have experienced is not a punishment or a failure, but a call to embark on a deeper journey of self-exploration and transformation. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the ways in which we can support ourselves and others in the journey toward authenticity and connection. It begins with a commitment to self-awareness, a willingness to engage in honest self-reflection and to listen to the whispers of the unconscious. It involves cultivating a practice of mindfulness, being present to the moment and to the emotions that arise without judgment or resistance. In closing, I extend an invitation to each of you to explore the depths of your own psyche, to engage with the symbols and myths that arise from within. Embrace the journey of self-discovery with courage and curiosity, trusting in the wisdom of the psyche to guide you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The journey to self-discovery is a shared endeavor, one that unites us all in our quest for meaning and fulfillment. And in the end, it is a journey that leads to the realization that within each of us lies a boundless capacity for love, creativity, and transformation, waiting to be awakened and expressed in all its richness and diversity. Let us, therefore, embrace this journey with open hearts and minds, trusting in the process of transformation to lead us toward a deeper connection with ourselves and others. As we extend our exploration into the nuanced tapestry of the psyche, let us delve into the often overlooked realm of paradox and duality that shapes the experience of those we consider nice people. The essence of this paradox lies in the coexistence of seemingly contradictory forces within the self, a dynamic tension that is both a source of inner conflict and a potential gateway to profound transformation. The duality inherent in human nature is a reflection of the broader cosmic dance of opposites, a theme that resonates deeply within Jungian thought: light and shadow, conscious and unconscious, masculine and feminine. These polarities are not merely binary opposites, but complementary forces that, when integrated, contribute to the wholeness of the individual. For the nice person, the journey toward integration involves embracing this duality, recognizing that it is through the interplay of opposites that the psyche finds balance and harmony. In this context, let us consider the symbolic significance of the mandala, a circular design that represents the self and the universe in perfect harmony. The mandala serves as a visual metaphor for the process of individuation, illustrating the integration of the fragmented parts of the psyche into a cohesive and unified whole. It is a reminder that the path to wholeness is not one of linear progression, but of cyclical movement, where each turn of the spiral brings us closer to the center of our being. For the nice person, working with mandalas can be a powerful tool for self-reflection and healing. Creating or meditating on mandalas allows the individual to engage with the unconscious in a direct and meaningful way, facilitating the emergence of insights and revelations that may have previously eluded the conscious mind. Through this practice, they can explore the interplay of opposites within their own psyche, finding harmony in the tension between light and shadow, persona and self. As we contemplate the role of duality in the journey of self-discovery, we must also consider the importance of embracing ambiguity and uncertainty. The nice person often seeks certainty and clarity, driven by a desire to maintain order and control in their interactions with the world. Yet, it is through surrendering to the unknown, embracing the ambiguity of existence, that one can truly engage with the transformative potential of the psyche. This surrender is not a passive act, but a courageous embrace of the mysteries of life. An acknowledgement that there is wisdom to be found in the unknown. It involves cultivating the capacity to hold opposing truths, to navigate the complexities of the human experience without the need for definitive answers. For the nice person, this means letting go of the need to be liked or approved of, allowing themselves to be guided by their own inner compass rather than external validation. In this journey of embracing paradox, the role of the trickster archetype becomes increasingly relevant. The trickster, with its capacity to subvert norms and challenge assumptions, embodies the spirit of transformation and renewal. It is a figure that revels in the play of opposites, blurring the lines between reality and illusion, order and chaos. For the nice person, engaging with the trickster archetype offers an opportunity to break free from the constraints of societal expectations, to explore new and unconventional ways of being. The trickster invites us to question the status quo, to embrace change and uncertainty as allies in the quest for authenticity. It challenges us to see the world through fresh eyes, to approach life with a sense of playfulness and curiosity. In doing so, it opens the door to creative problem solving and innovation, encouraging the nice person to step outside of their comfort zone and embrace the full spectrum of their potential. As we move towards the conclusion of our exploration, let us reflect on the practices that can support us in embracing paradox and duality. It begins with a commitment to self-inquiry, a willingness to engage with the complexities of our own inner world without judgment or fear. It involves cultivating a practice of mindfulness, allowing us to be present to the tension of opposites and to find peace in the midst of uncertainty. In closing, I invite each of you to explore the dualities within your own psyche, to engage with the symbols and archetypes that speak to the paradoxes of existence, embrace the journey of self-discovery with an open heart and mind, trusting in the wisdom of the psyche to guide you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The journey to self-discovery is a shared endeavor, one that unites us all in our quest for meaning and fulfillment. And so, as we continue to explore the rich tapestry of the psyche, let us remain open to the mysteries that lie within, trusting in the transformative power of the unconscious to lead us toward a deeper connection with ourselves and others. In the spirit of exploration, may we find the courage to embrace the paradoxes of existence, recognizing that it is through the interplay of opposites that we find our true selves and our place in the world. As we delve further into the labyrinthine intricacies of the psyche, let us now consider the role of personal narrative in shaping the experience of those we term nice people. The stories we tell ourselves about who we are and how we relate to the world wield significant power, influencing not only our self-concept but also our interactions with others. For the nice person, these narratives often revolve around themes of self-sacrifice, harmony, and the avoidance of conflict. Yet, beneath these seemingly benign themes lie deeper currents of identity and belonging. To understand the role of narrative, we must first acknowledge that our sense of self is a construct, a tapestry woven from the threads of experience, memory, and imagination. The nice person often constructs a narrative that emphasizes their role as a caretaker or peacemaker, drawing from archetypal images that valorize selflessness and altruism. While these narratives can provide a sense of purpose and identity, they can also become confining, limiting the individual's ability to express the full range of their humanity. In the Jungian framework, the process of individuation involves the deconstruction and reconstruction of these personal narratives, allowing for a more authentic and integrated sense of self to emerge. This process requires a willingness to question the stories we have inherited from family, culture, and society, to sift through the layers of conditioning and uncover the truths that lie beneath. For the nice person, This may mean confronting the fear of disappointing others, challenging the belief that their worth is contingent upon their ability to meet the needs of those around them. This exploration of narrative is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a deeply emotional and experiential journey. It involves engaging with the affective dimensions of our stories, allowing ourselves to feel the emotions that have been repressed or denied. For the nice person, this may involve grieving the loss of a false self, mourning the years spent living according to the expectations of others, and embracing the vulnerability that comes with stepping into one's own truth. As we navigate this transformative process, the therapeutic relationship can serve as a crucible for change, providing a space in which the nice person can explore and articulate their evolving narrative. The therapist acts as a mirror, reflecting back the individual's experiences and emotions, offering insights that facilitate greater self-awareness and understanding. Through this dialogue, the nice person can begin to rewrite their story, integrating the shadow aspects of their personality and reclaiming the parts of themselves that have been marginalized or ignored. In this context, the role of creativity becomes paramount. Artistic expression, whether through writing, painting, music, or dance, offers a powerful means of accessing the unconscious and giving voice to the unarticulated aspects of the self. For the nice person, engaging in creative practices can facilitate the exploration and integration of their inner world, providing a safe and contained space in which to experiment with new identities and ways of being. The creative process, much like the journey of individuation, is inherently non-linear and unpredictable. It requires a willingness to embrace uncertainty, to surrender to the flow of inspiration and intuition without attachment to outcome. For the nice person, this may mean relinquishing the need for perfection or approval, allowing themselves to create for the sheer joy of creation, free from the constraints of judgment or expectation. As we consider the implications of these insights, let us reflect on the ways in which we can cultivate a deeper connection with our own personal narratives. It begins with a commitment to self-exploration, a willingness to engage with the stories we tell ourselves and to question the assumptions that underpin them. It involves cultivating a practice of self-compassion, offering ourselves the same kindness and understanding that we would extend to a dear friend. In closing, I invite each of you to embark on your own journey of narrative exploration, to engage with the symbols and images that arise from within, and to embrace the creative process as a means of self-discovery and expression. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The journey to self-discovery is a shared endeavor, one that unites us all in our quest for meaning and fulfillment. As we continue to explore the rich tapestry of the psyche, let us remain open to the stories that lie within, trusting in the transformative power of narrative to lead us toward a deeper connection with ourselves and others. In this spirit of exploration, may we find the courage to rewrite our own narratives, recognizing that it is through the stories we tell that we shape our reality and our place in the world.